with two separate
You're right. There are two separate issues.
Is,
one issue is not a threat to the world, not a threat to the country, maybe a threat to 10 or 20 people on a block in LA. And then another person is a threat to the world. How do you not see the difference?
Well, let me ask you this. On the other side of that, what's the end result? What could it lead to if we go into a full-scale war with Russia? Do you have any idea how dangerous that could be to protect Ukraine?
But you're okay with sending in troops to Washington, D.C., and you don't understand how dangerous that is. You don't understand that.
Well, I'm pretty sure regular people in Washington, D.C. who are rioting are not going to launch nuclear weapons at us. Russia, I don't know.
But then why did he send – then if there's no nuclear weapons involved, then why did he send troops into D.C. then? And why are you defending that? Why is he sending troops into L.A.? Why are you defending that? You care so much about the message. Guess what? The nuclear weapons that we should be afraid of, I agree with you, is from Russia. But the bottom line here is once Vladimir Putin...
And what do you think happens when we go into full-scale war with them?
I'm going to tell you, what do you think happens when he takes over Ukraine? You think he's just going to stop there, dude? That's insane.
I do. And look, the reason I say that is because, again, I'm not saying it's impossible for him to not invade other countries, but, I mean, do you disagree with me when I say that his military is clearly severely weakened, that it's not nearly as strong as he wanted people to think that it is? He simply doesn't have the ability. See, people like to compare this to World War II, and that was a different scenario. Germany was much stronger than a weakened Europe.
Then if
Europe
he's that
right now,
then if
united,
So then if he's that weak, as you are claiming to say,
well, do you disagree he's that weak? I want to know.
If in fact he is that weak, then why is Donald Trump kissing his ass? Why are they rolling out the red carpet for him? Why have there been no sanctions? Why? Why has he not punished Vladimir Putin?
Well, I mean, there has been sanctions under Biden, and they really didn't do that much. I mean, Biden said the sanctions were going to end this war effectively from choking Russia, and that didn't work. And I'm not trying to just make it about Biden. I'm saying sanctions only do so much.
No, but I will say
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying sanctions don't do as much as you think they do.
Well, David, we're going to have to agree to disagree. I appreciate you calling in, but here's the bottom line. You are basically saying deploy troops. If a block in LA, there are a bunch of protesters, some that are, in the middle of the street, you're totally okay with deploying troops into LA. But if, and you're making a big if here, that Ukraine runs out of artillery, they run out of troops, you don't think we should put troops on the ground in Ukraine and we should let an evil dictator take over Ukraine. And your thinking is, well, it'll just stop there. Let them take over Ukraine. You're making it sound like a bunch of hippies in LA, some who committed some crimes, right, who threw rocks at agents, which I don't condone, but you're making the case that that's more dangerous to the United States of America than Vladimir Putin. I'm sorry, David, that's ridiculous.